everybody, it's Linda. I am back to share my latest journal project with you. I wanted to take you on the journey just a little bit to show you what I am going to be doing and this collaboration that I am a part of. So I'm going to make a spring journal, and I have been asked by Anton at BontikVintageDesigns on Etsy to use his digitals, and let me just tell you, they are absolutely gorgeous. And I am going to be collaborating over the course of the next year, and my plans are to do a journal and perhaps another project every season. And so I'm starting here with spring. I already know what I'd like to use from his collection for summer, and I wanted to really show this to you because he has also offered us viewers on my channel a wonderful opportunity for a discount. So as I said, his name is BontikVintageDesigns on Etsy. That's the name of the shop, and he has beautiful, gorgeous, colorful, vibrant digitals for really all year round. And if you watch this video and you go to his shop, you can use the promo code Joyful Makes and Finds, all in capital, for 50% off anything in his shop. So that is such a generous, kind offer, and I know if you go over there, you're going to fall in love with what you see. I surely did. So I want to introduce you to my spring project, my spring journal, and the name of this kit is Springtime Joy. And I'm going to show you, I already made the signatures, but I want to show you the digital, the pieces that I have not already cut, and then I'll show you actually what's in the signature. I printed out some of these little smaller images. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use them as signature pages, but I think that I'm going to use them as large journal cards. But just crisp and vibrant and beautiful. And here's yet another one. Just beautiful. BontikVintageDesigns on Etsy. And then there are a lot of journal, full-size journal pages. I did not print all of them, but I encourage you to go look at the rest of the kit on Etsy. This is one of the ephemera pages. I just printed the ones that I knew for sure that I would be using, in this journal. I hope I'm doing these images justice. I printed these in case you're wondering what type of paper. This is Epson, because I have an Epson EcoTank printer. Epson Premium Presentation Paper Matte that I buy on Amazon. And it makes the most beautiful crisp images. This is yet another. You're going to see that I'm going to be using these images as I decorate the journal. Now, what I did want to show you is the difference in using regular copy paper and the Epson Premium Matte Presentation Paper. Can you see the difference in quality? So if you find that you're purchasing beautiful digitals, but you're losing it, they're not looking great, you might want to think about what paper you're using. This paper absolutely makes beautiful, crisp images. Okay, so let me show you. I put a signature together. I decided to do a Reader's Digest cover because they are such a good size. And I love working with these covers, and I'm going to show you in a minute. This is the cover that I chose. I'm going to show you what I've done with it. But I went ahead and put the signatures together, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm creating here a hidden spine. and I used some Craft Tex, which is a very thick, it has the feel of linen, and it's about the width. It's not quite as heavy. It feels like a poster board weight, but it also is woven like a linen. So it's kind of a fabric, and this is what I use for all of my hidden spines. And I sewed the signatures in, the 2 signatures, with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So this is the cover of the first signature, one of the digital pages. And then I just put together a sampling of different coordinating papers, but this is another one of those beautiful digitals. There's some beautiful architecture and gazebos and flowers in this Springtime Joy. And of course, I always add a variety of types of pages for interest in my journals. Look at the center of the signature. Look how gorgeous this digital is. So you really should head over to his shop and take a look at his digitals and use the promo code Joyful Makes and Finds for 50% off. I will put all of the information and a link to his shop in the description box with the promo code under this video. So you can go right there. So this is, I used about 3 pages of the digital in each of the signatures. This is another one. I mean, just gorgeous. This is between the 2 signatures. Look how beautiful this teacup is, or coffee cup. And just some coordinating pages, as I like to place in each journal. And look at this beautiful door. Too close to it. I am so excited to work with this digital, and I am already loving the way the journal is starting. This is a Liberty of London paper. This is not a digital. This is the back side of this is from an Ideals magazine. It's got spring poetry on it. But this is the center of the second signature, and this is one of the digitals from the kit, Springtime Joy. Is that gorgeous? I mean, it just screams spring in the most beautiful way. Beautiful bouquet of flowers there. So I just wanted to kind of turn on the camera and give you a sneak peek at how I put my signatures together, at what I do when I am planning a journal, and how you can use a digital and create just a beautiful journal using a mixture of digitals and your own papers and things that are at home in your supply. Okay, so I want to show you the this is the book that I chose, the Reader's Digest book. Remove the pages, and it looks like this. And what I did was I sanded the outside. This was so stark and shiny, bright, glossy. So I sanded it with a sanding block, and then it was shedding a little bit of color, so I sealed it with Mod Podge. And then I chose this fabric. I think this is like the very last piece of this fabric that I have, but I thought it matched the colors in the digital and in the cover of the book beautifully. So I will be covering the spine Oh, I want to show you. I'll be gluing this in. I'm not going to do it on camera, but what I will do is I will put a layer of glue here, and this will go down, this will go up, will get glued. This is going to be the pocket. So this will go here. This is just some lace. I think this actually came from Hobby Lobby. Most of my lace is vintage, but this one in particular makes a great pocket, and I believe that's where I got it. And then this I will just coat with glue, and I will glue this into the center and clamp it, and then this will become my cover. The front will look something like this. And then what I thought I might do for decorating the cover is I have some of these Tim Holtz chipboard book plates. Well, not book plates, frames, I'm sorry. And then I thought I'm going to use one of these beautiful images from the digital that I will frame. I really like that one. And I really like this one. And there's a few of them that I am really liking. So I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to use. I think I'll probably put a hitching post here. And then of course I always collect my I've got charms, and I've got some book corners. I think I'm going to go with the bronze. It kind of picks up this kind of gold in the fabric. And just some, I always put together, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so I've shown you the signatures, I've shown you the digital, I've shown you the beginning of my cover. And I always pull together, I'm going to have to lift you up. I am sorry for the reach, but let me see if I can get this in here. I always pull together a basket of supplies. I always put together a little bowl full of charms and little doodads that match either the theme or the color. I always have this cute little bowl filled with my metal doodads. And then I just go through my stash and pull out things that I think will coordinate nicely. I have this Liberty of London trim. I have a bit of a snippet. Some of this might work. I have this wonderful trim that I thought might be fun on a page. Very springy. I go through some of my handmade ephemera pieces and little fabric clusters and such. This is avocado dyed ruffle that I love to use on pages or for belly bands. And then I go through my vintage items and little personal things that I like to put in journals. And let's see what else. This is another one. Some of these I got on Etsy, in Etsy shops. I didn't make all of these. But then I also go through my supply of ephemera fodder. I'm going to move this a little bit and then pull things out of it. I just wanted to show you. I'll go through my papers and just pull out things that match. I'm going to go back down a little closer with you there. Sorry about the reach and the movement. But this is flower paper. I'll probably make my ephemera from a lot of these pieces. I've pulled out some note cards. I often like to put a note card in the pocket. These painty papers might make great tags. I think these are things my sister gave me. Another note card. I love to use note cards, button cards. I pulled this out because I thought it might make a fun side project with these beautiful colorful digitals, some watercolor paper. And then just ephemera pieces, or ephemera bases. Another note card. How perfect does this match? I might use this for an envelope. Here's an envelope and a paper bag. And so I just like to pull out, as I start each journal, I just pull out things that kind of speak to me out of my stashes and out of my scrap bins. And sometimes I go back in because I need something different, but a lot of times I can be happy with just the little fun little things that I've pulled. Things that I can decoupage, things to put in the pockets. And I thought I would probably use this cute little fairy. I like to use the fairies in the springtime. So then I also have things like my bag of butterflies with a spring journal. This was an Amazon buy. There's butterflies in every imaginable color that I can use as I decorate. And look at this. I found this beautiful package of napkins at the Dollar Tree last week. And I thought that matched the colors too, and I can use that for decoupage. So it's very inspiring to me to go ahead and get a basket such as I showed you and put all of my ephemera bases and fodder and matching trims and a little package of charms and all of these things. And I use it, I keep it on my desk as I'm creating for inspiration and things to pull from. Some extra papers back here that I can use for backgrounds in ephemera and such. Okay, so this is what I am beginning. I'm going to bring back my journal that I'm starting and bring back, we'll go back in the order in which I started, show you these absolutely gorgeous digitals again. So one last time, it's BontikVintageDesigns on Etsy. You can find a link in the description box. And if you use the code Joyful Makes and Finds, which is the name of my channel, all in capitals, you'll get 50% off any purchase from his shop. And I do not believe there's an expiration date on this because I will be using his images in several of my upcoming projects this year. So I just wanted to kind of jump on here and give you a little sneak peek of what I'm working on and a little sneak peek into my process of how I start a journal and what kind of things I gather and how I put together a book, how I put together a hidden spine, how my kind of recipe somewhat for putting together a signature, and that's kind of it. So I have, my husband and I went to some wonderful estate sales, and I think I'm going to do my first ever haul video. So you may see that in a few days. I just found so many fun things. I want to share them with somebody who can appreciate them. So I think I'm going to show them to you. Some of those things will go into my Etsy shop as well. So that video is coming up, and then I will come back with either one more processed video as I decorate the journal and make ephemera, or I'll just come back for the flip through. I watch my grandsons all week, so I'm not sure exactly how much filming and how much journaling time I'll have, but I'll bring you along again as soon as I can. So I want to just thank you for taking a few minutes to watch the video. I appreciate your time so much. I appreciate your watching, your kind comments. I appreciate every like and every subscriber. So thanks again, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.